is the present form. I am eating food. Right now, this food is like I'm eating it. And then you also have the same thing, right? Watashi wa tabe. But you want to know the negative, right? Because there's a positive, there has to be a negative. And that negative is masen. Masen. That's why it's a ru verb, right? Because ru. And then mu. U. Taberu. Ru. So that's the difference. So for u verbs, you have the u without the ru. And we're going to stick for that for the majority of words. Majority of words. This is very simple, right? This makes sense in your brain. Ru. Ru is ru. Mu. U. Anything other than ru is u. We already know about tabemasu. And we already know about tabemasen. This again is the easy part, right? This is, I said, this is the easy part. Okay, guys, this right here is the easy part. But what about nomu? So this is where things get weird. So the no stays the same, but the mu changes first, and then you have mas. So it's something, no something mas. So the mas is still mas. You still have the mas. But this becomes, the mu becomes meat. So if you can see, we started on this u. We started right here on this u. But now it became an e. So we moved up to the e. So for u verbs, you have to move up to the e. So all u verbs become kind of like an e. This is very simple. Right after that, we have nomi masen. So once you know the rule here, that it switches to e, the e version of whatever it is, it's not that bad because it's just the same thing. You gotta remember what verbs are ru and what verbs are e. And you see at first this seems easy until we get to irregular. And this is the worst, I think, is irregular. It trips me up so much. Irregular. So one irregular we're gonna go with. We're gonna do 3 irregular forms. And you have to move up from the e. No, you have to move from the u. So where you start, this is u. This is no mu. U. So this is an u. And then you move up 1 to the e. So that's how you do it. There's no eh. Yeah. We're moving from the u to the e. Okay, irregular verbs. We're gonna do 3 because these are really, really hard. And I don't fully understand how people get these so easily. You just gotta remember they exist. So we're gonna go with there's suru, right? Benkyoshi. Oh, Benkyoshu suru, Benkyosuru, and kuru. They're like regular verbs, but irregular. Yeah. So when you look at these, you first might think they're ru. They should be under ru. They have the ru, right? They have this ru right here, right? You have the ru. So why are these not ru verbs? I wish I knew. You just gotta remember that they're not. So what does these become? How do you change these into mas form? Well, you remember this? You remember this right here? That we just did for the u verbs? Yeah, we're gonna do that here. But not to the ru part, no. We could do it to the front part. Su. And for like here, we do it for su and ku. So this becomes, instead of suru, it becomes shi mas. Shimas. And I don't know why, guys. I cannot tell you why. You just have to remember these specific ones change into very weird forms. And this is the same thing for Benkyoshi, right? So the thing with Benkyoshi is Benkyo stays the same, and then you change to shimas. We're just going to copy this. Shimas. So this here changes. This here changes. And this one here also changes. So you guys, can you give me a guess on what you guys think kuru becomes? And just for your help, just so you guys know, this is ku ru. Yeah, kuru. What do you think? Kure. No, you are not right there. Kure. So your first guess is B guessed kure. Does anyone else have a guess? Ooh, I suck at languages. Well, welcome in. Kumas. So Andy, you guessed kumas. And Andy, you're close. I'll give you that. You're close. Does anyone else want to give a try or a guess? We're going to let you guys take a little more guess. Ku-rie. Okay. Ku-rie. And kuma. Alright. So, the closest one was Andy. Andy got closest. So, you're getting a little gold star, Andy. I'm going to make you gold. Here you are, you're gold, Andy. So, the correct answer for kuru is actually kimas. So, this becomes kimas. Andy got close because he remembered the mas form. We're going to do the second one, okay? So don't forget we need one more form. We have masen form. Well, it's same mas form, but it's mas negative. So I'm gonna actually, we're gonna go. We still have the shi, masen, right? And we still have benkyo shimasu. So I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think the form here becomes? Because you already have the easiest steps. So you guys get to guess one more time. Well, welcome in, Mindo. So Mindo gave us our answer here. Shimasen. So you get a gold star, Mindo. All right. So now, Mindo, you can't tell them because I think you know already. But we're gonna do benkyo shimasu. Well, you guys have to guess now for benkyo shimasu. Mindo, you have to be secretive for this one. We have to not tell them yet. They are a class and they must learn. Come on, guys, you got this. You were very Andy. You are very close with Kumas. Clue? You want a clue? Okay, I'll give you this clue. Benkyo. Benkyo is your clue. Benkyo stays the same. The question here is, what is the negative form of benkyo shimasu? So Andy says benkyo kimasen. And Gross says benkyoma. Just kima. Okay. So Sketch says benkyo kima. Well, B's not answering, so we're gonna see Mindori. Mindo, if you want to answer, you can, Mindo. We're gonna give you a minute or so, and if you don't want to answer, I'll share the answer. Oh, benkyo shimasu into masen. Yoshimasen. Hi. So, guys, out of everyone, Andy, I think, is the closest. So, Andy, you get second place. Mindo wa Nihonjin desu ka? Which is yes, Japanese. So Mindo is Japanese. So Mindo's not cheating. They just know because they grew up. The reason I think you guys were missing, because we've been doing this for a little while. We have here, we have masen. Here, we have masen. And then also for the first one, we have masen. So remember, guys, masen is negative. It's the negative form of mas. Oh, now that you remember, oo to eat, oo to eat, oo to eat, can you tell me what is the masen form? Masen of kimasu. Kimasen. 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 Hi. Sugoi, guys. You're doing amazing. You guys are both right here. You guys got this. Sugoi. Kimasen.